What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz coming at you with another Pokemon Masters discussion video. If you guys are enjoying, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, be sure to support. Now today, I figured I'd start things off with SIDNEY Absol because my buddy Kindem was really excited that SIDNEY is finally being added to the game, and SIDNEY looks like quite the interesting sync pair. So let's start off. Prior to Mega Evolving, it has Critical Strike 3. We know what that does. It powers it moves after critical hits. It switches to Critical Strike 5 once it Mega Evolves, which is a major increase. Critical Confuse 9 leaves the target confused when the user's move is a critical hit. And Stop Hitting Yourself 5 raises the chance that their opponent will hit themselves due to being confused. Now, I kind of like the well, like the critical strike makes sense because at least in the main line, the Pokédex, Absol has Super Luck as an ability, so the critical strike makes sense. Crit Confuse, that's an interesting thing. I don't think we've seen anything like that before. So it'll confuse the targets if they are hit with a crit. That synergizes well with, I believe, Halloween Acerola has passives that work well with confusion. And Stop Hitting Yourself 5. I believe Acerola might have that as well. I don't know if they would stack though. But leaving them confused off crits is pretty interesting, especially once we get down to the moves we have here. We have well, its passives, Dark Tech. It's a Dark Tech unit, so Dark Tech, Hoenn Tech, Elite Four Tech, and Passionate Spirit Tech. You can see the stats over here as well. The attacks and stuff look quite nice. I didn't mean to zoom in all this much, but you know, there you go. Night Slash, 2-gauge move, physical. It's when crits land more easily. Potion. We know what Potion does, heals by approximately 40% of the maximum HP. Brutal Swing, 2-gauge move that hits all targets. No additional effect there. And No Hard Feelings, that's one use. It uses a maximum of 3 slots of the move gauge. The more amount used, the more its attack, more that this raises the attack, can be raised up to 4 stat ranks maximum. Raise user crit hit chance by 3 ranks and applies enduring effect to the user. So you inherently get, assuming you do use at least 3 bars, you get +4 attack and +3 crit. Even if you don't have the all 3 bars, you're getting the +3 crit in the enduring effect, which is really big because SIDNEY is all about hitting for critical hits with Absol, and the really nice thing here actually is that they gave him Brutal Swing. And what's good about Brutal Swing? It's an AoE attack. So if you have max crit, you up a Brutal Swing, all of a sudden, Crit Confuse 9 should trigger on all of the targets. And Stop Hitting Yourself 5 means they might smack themselves in the face more often. So while that is quite interesting, that does make me think we might start seeing targets or like sages with a Lesson Confuse. Seem like that might be a bit more relevant now. And then we also have Night Slash. Night Slash hits. Actually, Night Slash is weaker than Brutal Swing. Huh. But Night Slash has a higher inherent crit chance on it, so there is that. I thought Brutal Swing would be weaker than Night Slash, but yeah, even at max power, Night Slash is at 48 and Brutal Swing is at 60. Oh well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, Most Excellent Night Slash is SIDNEY's sync move. You can't really see it over there, and I think if I do this, you can't really see that without me like zooming in far too much on this. Become Mega Absol to the end of the battle. Critical hits land more easily. This move's power is increased when the target's confused. So on top of crit hits landing more easily, it increases in power if the target is confused. You have Crit Strike 5, and you'll probably have a Crit Strike 2 on that as well. So it's essentially Crit Strike 7. You have Crit Confuse inherently. So odds are you probably will be hitting this at max power. And one of the things actually I like about SIDNEY is that it doesn't seem like he's too reliant on Mega Evolving, whereas, and what I mean by that is like his moves don't change upon Mega Evolving, so it's not like it's not like a Blue and Pidgeot situation where Hurricane is locked on Mega Evolution. While Blue and Pidgeot do have a very high damage ceiling with Mega Evolution and Hurricane, you have to get to the Hurricane first. And if you're doing a pre-sync clear of of like Champion Stadium or something, you can probably squeeze it in, but it's just a little bit of a hassle. I feel like maybe they can rework some stuff like that, but that's also just because like Blue, Blue and Pidgeot, Karen, and Houndoom, they're older units, so like you're starting to see we see the age a lot more frequently with that, especially with the passives that we have access to. Now, anyway, let's hop on over to the sync grid real quick. Alrighty then. So over here at the sync grid for Mega Absol, things of note. We have Fuzzy Strike 2, which powers up the sync move when the target is confused. We have Critastrophe 5, which powers up user sync moves when they become crits. We have Night Slash Critical Strike 3, so it powers up Night Slash even further when those are crits. We have Brittle Swing Critical Strike 5, so it powers those up even further when they're crits. We have Critical Charge 9, which it's okay. Charges move gauge once when user lands a crit. Super Desperate. Plays super effective next the first time it enters a pinch in battle. Adrenaline 1 reduces the sync move cooldown by 1, or countdown by 1 when it's first time a sync move is used in battle. First Aid 4 is just a potion when you get low. We have Potion Refresh, Master Healer. Now this is actually interesting because you can use Sidney as an off healer if you really want, or like a off DPS. I don't know if that's a thing, like off tank is going on, but like. You can use him as like as just more of a disruption, like more tech units are used to be known for, is like actively disrupting, like potioning. It's kind of like Leaf and Cinesuit Leaf and Venusaur in that regard, or you can have Sidney do that. So it'd be pretty interesting, but I think he's more suited to the damage role, which is probably what most people are going to be using him as. And then you have your Nord Feelings, move gauge refresh, MP refresh, but you probably won't need more than one because it's +4 attack and it uses up your move gauge. So you put him next to like anything that can raise attack by +2, like Scyther and Bugsy, Samurott, and Hilbert Samurott, what have you. And we've got quite a few sync nodes here as well. We have 4 sync nodes. So you can probably make a sync nuke build on this as well for Sidney. I'm actually looking forward to Sidney, mostly because he'll be in the pool for gacha units, at all times. So we will have you'll have access to him all the time, like he's a limited unit. But yeah, I really like Sidney. I feel like he's going to be a very, very solid unit. I don't believe we have many physical dark units, or units that can hit for physical dark damage. Marnie is Pokefair. Some of Marnie is Pokefair. We have Silvally. Karen and Umbreon, I guess, but their damage isn't all that great, and they end up in Champion Stadium. They just kind of end up eating a lot of support because of the damage, the recoil damage they do to themselves. So, Sidney, I think Sidney will be a welcome addition to the roster of a lot of people, outside of people just liking Sidney, like my friend Kind. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on Sidney, if you're going to pull for him or not. Personally, like I said, he's going to be in the pool all the time, so in theory, I should eventually pull him down the line, when I'm pulling for other things. So I'm probably not going to be heavily investing into Sidney when he first releases. But yeah, that will be it for me. Yeah, let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys next time. Later.